Yo. Hello chat. Hello everyone. I often have some things that I forget to do when I go live, so I'm gonna take care of that real quick. Wow, plus 57 subscribers in the last month. Just by the way, I just want to say thank you. That's crazy. That is kind of freaking insane, man. That's a little freaking insane. I just want to say thanks, guys. Seriously. All right, let me. I gotta make a post on Discord that I'm live. Yes, I want to. I do want to mention 30+ people on my server. Oh shoot, I feel bad. Damn, dude. So, okay, this is just completely separate from anything going on right now, right? Anything for you guys to be concerned with, but I ordered food on Uber Eats, and like I never gave the person my PIN. So like, what does that mean? Do they just not get paid if they don't get my PIN? I mean, it says my order is completed, but they messaged me, like they messaged me like after they gave me the food, and they were like, can you give me your PIN? And I just never responded because I didn't see it. So I'm sure it'll be okay. I'm sure it's fine, right? All right, let me pull up YouTube on my phone so I can read chat. And then, whoa, they like updated YouTube. I don't know how to find my stream now. I found it. Okay. And I gotta, yo, chat, be right back. Gotta get my charger from my phone. Then I'm gonna tell you guys what we're doing, okay? I'm gonna let you guys in on what's going on. Yo, what's up, gamer? Dude, you're fucking awesome. Wait, gamer with the exclamation point. I actually really like your name. Yo, what's up, dude? Gamer. How's it going, dude? How's your day going? Dude, it's freaking raining here in Oregon, and it's so cold. Like I'm freezing. All right, I guess I'll just put my phone right there. Yep, that works. That does not work. Yo, what's up? What's up, Nay? What's up, dude? All right, well, okay, I got everything set up basically, so pretty good. Snowing in Canada right now. Oh yeah, dude, I bet if it's raining in Oregon, yeah, it's fucking. There's blizzards in Canada right now. You guys have frostbite right now. You're playing some DMC3. That's awesome. I still need to play DMC3. I've only played DMC5, and I started a DMC1 playthrough like a couple months ago, and I played it through like kind of far, decently. Like I played a decent amount. I just stopped. I'm not really a huge fan of the combat in the first game. It just kind of just like bland, you know. I mean, it's understandable as the first game. It came out like in the 90s. Anyways, like as I was saying, so like, you know, you can see from the title, I'm like, you know, I'm addressing Borderlands 2 misconceptions or whatever, right? Basically, the misconception videos that I've been making, that's basically what I'm doing right now, but live. Somebody in my server, they just joined today. I'm sorry, I forget your name. I don't remember, but you know who you are. Okay. They were telling me like, yeah, like maybe try recording the videos like in a stream, doing like a stream of the recording. So I'm like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Then I'll just edit it down for like an actual video. That might be a good idea. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying that. The misconception for this video, for this stream, like the biggest one that I have in my head right now is like slag, right? Like slag weapons and shit. Which, like, okay, nay, like I'm doing this because of you, because of your message this morning, but I have been meaning to talk about this for a while. And like, yeah, typing all that stuff to you about it, I was like, man, like I really want to talk about slag in Borderlands 2. So we're gonna be playing 5 characters: Psycho, Axon, Assassin, Necromancer. I'm not gonna play the Gunzerker because, like, I mean, come on, dude. I feel like everybody, like, nobody should complain about having the slag stuff on Salvador. You have 2 guns and everybody uses the Grog Nozzle. Whether slag was a thing or not, like, you'd still be using the Grog Nozzle or some type of healing item in your left hand. So yeah, who, you know, we don't really care about Salvador. Plus I don't really feel like playing Salvador either. I don't like Salvador. I just really don't. I don't want to play him. So that's my excuse to not play him. But we're going to be playing through 5 characters and exploring slag on each character, their relationship with slag, you know, how they like fare against enemies, you know, how they have to go about fighting enemies with slag, who needs it the most, who doesn't, blah blah blah, who can apply it, who can't the easiest, you know, the basic shit. So that's what we're gonna do right now. If I have another thing that comes to mind that I want to do, then I'll do that as well, you know. If something else just pops into my brain, you know, we'll switch onto that. So let's start with Krieg, I guess, since he's just right here, just staring at us, you know. I'm gonna turn Field 2 fix off. We're not. Oh, okay, I gotta restart the game. All right, the screen's gonna be black for like a couple seconds. If you leave the stream at this point, you're just a fake fan. You should probably unsub and block me on every social media. Oh, dude, I have 700 hours in Borderlands 2 now. Like, I just hit it after the last video. Kind of crazy. So that's 700 on PC and like 3.5 thousand on console. Pretty epic, I have to say. Yeah, they expand a lot more on the combat in DMC3. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know DMC3 is like when the Devil May Cry games started getting good, in my opinion. Again, DMC1 is a good game, but like it's not anything like DMC3, 4, or 5, you know. DMC2, we don't talk about DMC2. Anyways, alright, Krieg will be the first character. You ever heard anyone complain about slag on Sal? Understandable. Yeah, like I feel like if you're complaining about slag on Sal, like you might need to, like, I don't know, maybe you shouldn't be playing Borderlands. You should be playing like a learning experience game or something at that point. See, I don't even know what to do. Oh, well, 8 extra skill points on Krieg. Put 1 in the strip the flesh. Put him in the salt the wound, redeem the soul, and then elemental empathy, I guess. So for the longest time, I played this game at level 72 OP8. Like, even when OP10 came out, I was forcing my game to lock at 72 OP8. So level 80 OP10 is a little bit new to me. But, you know, it's basically the same concept, just a bit more power creep, you know, a bit more BS balance and shit. I got a Sal to level 80 recently. Not a huge fan of his playstyle. Yeah, I don't like Sal's playstyle like at all. It's just not fun to me, man. I just don't like it. Yo, what's up, sarcasm? Sorry I missed your message earlier with the emojis, the YouTube certified emojis. As you guys can probably tell now, this is definitely gonna go along a lot slower than it normally would in like an actual video. So it's gonna be a lot of just talking and shit. You're currently at 894 on PC, close to 1K. Yo. I feel like if you made Maya or Sal, there should be zero issue with Slack. Dude, I see some yeah, I see some Maya players who like they'll use like a Slagga and a Grog Nozzle on Maya, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You don't need a Grog Nozzle or a Slagga on Maya. Like you're just insane. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that too much right now because we're gonna play Maya. So let me shut my mouth and focus on Krieg, okay? I don't think Slag is an issue on any character except maybe Gage. Never really played her. Facts. That is facts. The never. That is facts. Slag really is not an issue on any character except for Gage. And even Gage, like if you have high anarchy, it's not really an issue. Like if you're the type of player that just pre-stacks on Gage before you do anything, then you don't care about Slag at all. You know, you really don't. Because you have like 600% extra damage from anarchy. You don't need Slag. You're just overkilling at that point. Either you're overkilling or you just don't know how to play the game. Like if you're struggling to kill enemies with 600 anarchy, I don't know, man. You might want to find another game to play at that point. You just said 900 on PC. Nice, gamer. That's a pretty gamer statement of you. Level 72 OP8 is the best. I agree, gamer. I think 72 OP8 was like that's the perfect balance for Borderlands 2. That might sound crazy to some people, but that is perfect Borderlands 2 balance in my opinion. I mean, obviously, my point is that they should have kept it at level 72 OP8, but they should have buffed. Not a lot, but just certain underperforming guns should have gotten buffed. Certain underperforming skills should have gotten buffed. You know, minor adjustments should have been made. Like when they came out with the Lilith DLC, they should have just actually fixed their game. Instead of adding more OP levels for no reason and more normal levels for no reason and not fixing anything, they should have just fixed their game. Borderlands 2 would be a much more enjoyable game if they just did that. I like level 80 because it's basically just an accent buff. It is, dude. Level 80 is just an accent buff. It's not even funny. Like it literally is just an accent buff. Accent benefits the most from level 80 out of any other character. It's actually really funny. Shit. I mean, he's still good on it. He's like really good at 72 OP8, but he's definitely way better at OP10. Okay, so okay, now to get to like the shit that's gonna actually be in the video. Okay, well, I've never done this before, so like bear with me, okay? Like me having the knowledge, I'm like, okay, like this is gonna be in the video. I'm like, okay, a little bit of pressure, you know, a little bit of pressure. What's good, my boy? Yo, what's up? Zoe? You're Zoe? Yeah, I figured you were Zoe because you call me your boy. You said my boy, so I'm like, that's Zoe. I already know that's Zoe. When I was building my Sal, I was like, where do I put these last 8 points at? Right? Like, you don't really need them on Sal. Or Gage. You don't really need them on Gage either. Honestly, because like, I mean, all of her skills, well, like a lot of her skills just fucking suck anyways, so. Alright, okay, so Krieg, right? Starting off on Krieg. So okay, since we're just talking about Slag, I'll try not to talk about too many other aspects of what I'm doing here. So my only Slag weapon that I'm using is the Grog Nozzle. I'm not using anything else. You can use like a Slagga or like a Slag Pimpernel on Krieg. You can use, or you can just use a Grog Nozzle. Krieg has 280% elemental effect chance at 6 out of 5 on Field of Fire. So you're basically gonna proc slag with one shot. That's why I just use the Grog Nozzle, because like it's easy. I guess we'll just run through the area, and I'll like talk about
He's on fire.
talk about slag on Krieg. So I mean already, right? Like we're starting off in this area. I'm fucking destroying enemies right now.
Bigger mag, better pain.
Okay, look at this guy, right? We're not gonna slap him, we're just gonna shoot him. He's dead. Krieg has like some of the best damage out of like all the wall hunters. If not, maybe he has the best damage. If you get a kill skill with a little bit of damage action. I actually might die here as I'm doing a little bit of trolling.
It's a bloody business, Bates.
Yeah, if you proc Bloodbath, which with the Reaper class mod, which is in my opinion like Krieg's best class mod, you get 500% weapon damage at max bloodlust stacks with Bloodbath. That's fucking crazy, dude. If you're getting a 500% damage boost on any character, but you know, on Krieg, if you're getting a 500% damage boost from one skill, that's already basically making up for slag. Slag is like what? I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's like a... Wow, that really hurts my ears. Slag is like a, what? 3 times damage boost, I think? I believe it's a 3 times damage boost. Like realistically, like I know I'm slagging a lot of enemies, right? And I'm supposed to be showing that you don't need a slagger. That's not really an issue, but
I'll open your veins with my teeth.
I guess we'll test it on these guys here. Let's try taking out some bone crushers without any slag. Wow, that, you know, I'd say that was pretty easy. You know, I'd say I did pretty well there. I didn't have to aim for the head. I just kind of spammed my shotgun at him and he just kind of died. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, you know, don't you think? Let me swap to like another. Let's put the hail on, just for fun. Slag is 3 times or 300% at UVHM. Okay, so that means, right? Like if you want to put things like bluntly, right? Or like, yeah, you want to put things bluntly, Bloodbath at 10 out of 5 with the Reaper class mod, it's basically like you're already slagging the enemy because you're getting 500% damage. So that's 300%. That 300% of that 500% is slag, basically. And then you're still getting 200% extra gun damage. So just right off the bat there, like think of Bloodbath as slag for Krieg. In a weird way, right? Obviously the enemy doesn't turn purple, they don't start like coughing or whatever, you know, they don't have a disease, but they're taking extra damage as if you're slagging them. So I'd say like Bloodbath is it really is the biggest skill on Krieg that makes him not need to slag enemies. Aside from if you're running a melee build, Krieg has so much melee damage that oftentimes you can kill stuff without slagging them as well. And now, you know, you could say like, oh, like, what if I don't want to play around Bloodbath, you know? Well, you don't exactly need to play around Bloodbath on Krieg. Because, I mean, as you can see here, look how fast I'm swapping between guns. Look at that. Like, it's pretty fucking fast. Like, it's faster than action swap speed. It's very, very fast. So if you really need to slag enemies, you know, if you just don't want to run Bloodbath for some reason, or you don't have Bloodbath procs, you can instantaneously swap to your slag weapon Shoot the enemy one time and they're slagged, and then you just kill them. Top of also having really fast fire rate as well. That's another thing that benefits Krieg. He has insane fire rate. That's why I take the Grog Nozzle on Krieg, because any downside of the Grog Nozzle is kind of circumvented on Krieg. It has a high max size, has a fast reload speed, has a fast fire rate, and has a fast weapon slot speed on Krieg. The only downside is the slow projectile speed. But since you're going to be fighting enemies basically head on, you're going to be right in the enemy's faces. It doesn't, the slow projectile speed doesn't matter on the Grog Nozzle. It does just fine. You see here, you know, our stacks are a little bit low, so you might have to slag a little bit. That's definitely one downside of Krieg is, you know, if your stacks are a bit low, your damage is also a bit low. But it's really not hard to build stacks on this character. And like I said, you don't need to slag everything on Krieg. That, you know, that's people's main argument, is that you need to slag every single enemy to be able to kill them at endgame. As you can see, we don't need to slag stuff. But at the same time, why wouldn't you just slag everything when you're playing Krieg? Because he has, it takes like 1 second to swap to your gun, shoot it once to slag, and then swap back to your, you know, your killing gun. So even though you don't need to slag, like, why wouldn't you? You're just you're purposefully just never slagging at that point, you know? You're just purposefully giving yourself less damage. You see here, like, I don't have bloodbath right now, so yeah, damage is definitely lower. It's noticeably lower. And for anyone who doesn't really play Krieg, you know, may not understand the character a ton, bloodbath, but we already established that bloodbath gives you a base with no class mod boosting it. It's 250% extra damage. And sorry about that, my brain fart. My base is 250% extra damage, and with a class mod is 500% extra damage. And you get that damage from basically killing enemies with a grenade will give you bloodbath, or killing them with splash damage. Because what has to be a weapon, this is a really confusing part. It has to be a weapon that deals splash damage that counts as grenade damage, I believe is how it works. It's something like that. But basically, like, any splash damage that kills an enemy, it'll proc bloodbath, and any grenade that kills an enemy will proc bloodbath. So normally, like, your bread and butter on Krieg is like having a gun with a lot of splash damage. Like, I'm using the Twister and the Herald. So whenever you kill an enemy with one of these guns, it's gonna proc bloodbath. So you don't really have to worry about, like, trying to kill an enemy with a grenade. But you can also use a fastball, or, you know, whatever other high damage grenade you like to use. But as you can see here, I say we could probably end this area now in Krieg. This is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like with Krieg it's very simple. You don't need to slag everything, right? There's really no need to slag everything, but you can. You know, you can very easily slag any enemy that you want. You can very easily swap to your Grog, shoot it once, slag the enemy, swap back to your gun, and just melt them. But he's definitely a character that possibly more than any other character in this game, besides maybe Gage at max anarchy stacks, he really doesn't need to worry about slagging an enemy before killing it. He could just do whatever he wants and kill whatever he wants. His damage is just that great. So that's Krieg. We're gonna move on to the next character, do Axton. I feel like Axton is probably like, okay, okay, I was gonna say Axton is the character that I want to talk about the most. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, I want to talk about all the characters so much except for Gage. I don't really care about Gage, but like all the characters have very just interesting interactions with Slag. I kind of don't feel like doing Hater's Folly. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do. So yeah, I want to do an area that isn't too easy. Like Frostburn Canyon is like a little too easy. You know, any requests? Anybody in chat have a request for an area to run through for Axton? I mean, I could do Washburn Refinery, but Washburn Refinery is kind of easy too. There's not a lot of enemies in there. Like a lot of them are easy to fight. All right, I'm seeing no recommendations, so I'm gonna choose Southpaw. All right, so Southpaw. Sometimes, okay, the reason why I'm so hesitant to do Southpaw sometimes it glitches out and the door that's supposed to open for the assassins just doesn't open. Like for the door for One just doesn't open. And then it just like stresses me out. I'm like, I just ran through this area for nothing basically. Now I gotta turn around and go to a new one. So if that happens, I'm gonna be a little sad, but we're just gonna, it probably won't happen. All right, let's see what we're gonna run on Axton. I was gonna put the Lady Fist on, dude. When I did my Axton video, 3K views on that video, by the way. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that a lot. That's awesome. Never gotten 3,000 views on a video before. But when I did my Axton video, you know, I was using like the Lady Fist and like the Butcher or something. I don't even remember. But there's a guy on my video that was like, dude, like you're using meta guns, you know, you're using like the Lady Fist, the Bottom Boom. I think I was using the Becker or something. I don't even know. But I was like, dude, like I really tried to be unique by using the Lady Fist, because I don't see people use the Lady Fist on Axton. I was like, you know, that's like kind of unique. That's like cool, right? Nobody ever uses it, you know? I'm being a little quirky here. But, you know, apparently that's a bad thing. Apparently there's an issue using the Lady Fist on Axton. So I'm going to use the Lyudmilla instead. How about that? Okay, we're using Lyudmilla now. I do want a rocket launcher. I do kind of want to shred through enemies. And do I have my... Okay, I got my Pimpernel on. Sorry this is taking a little while, guys. I really got to figure out what I want to run in this area. I'm very, I could run Sledge of Shotgun. Fuck it, dude. I'm going to run Sledge of Shotgun on Axton. Fuck it. I'm down for it. Then I'll put on a Slack Singularity. Okay. So this is Axton. Oh, let's put on the Soldier class mod as well. Alright, so right off the bat with Axton, right? I mean, I don't want to say anything here. Just look at it. I'm swapping weapons really fast. That's pretty much my main argument for Slag on Axton. Why are you complaining about you know, having to Slag stuff when you can swap to your Slag guns so fast whenever you want? And then also, right, another thing, Axton has 15 grenades. This guy has 15 grenades. So if you're really hurting for Slag, put on a Slag grenade and spam the fuck out of it. And guess what, dude? Everything's gonna be slagged, and you don't have to worry about your grenades because you have 15 grenades on this guy. You're never gonna run out unless you're just trying to run out. And then another thing, so these are two things already. So one is fast weapon swap speed. Another is having 15 grenades. The third thing that helps Axton slag enemies well, Metal Storm, 60% fire rate. You know, obviously you have a chance to slag enemies. So if you shoot an enemy with a slag gun, they're not always going to get slagged. But if you have extra fire rate, you're going to be able to shoot faster. So shooting faster means things get slagged faster. Faster weapon swap speed also means faster slag speed. Then we also have double up, which gives you slag turrets. So that's another form of slag on his turrets, which his slag turrets aren't super, they're not super reliable. I'll definitely say that. Like, they're not just going to slag everything. But oftentimes you're going to find them slagging enemies for you. And you're going to be like, oh, cool. I don't have to slag this guy. He's already slagged from the turret. But by the way, dude, I invite anyone to just do a tally of how many times I say slag in the stream / in the video. Because I know I'm going to say slag so many times. And the last thing is Gemini also. You know, you have 2 turrets, so that's even more slag. You got 2 slag turrets, 2 double the slag. So I'd say Axton has 4 things that makes him amazing at applying slag to enemies. Like, slagging enemies is no sweat on Axton. And just like Krieg, you don't need to slag everything on Axton either. I don't want to fight the guys down here. I just can't be bothered. So, you know, we're gonna walk out. Oh shit. Okay, I'm a little rusty on Axton, so excuse me if I'm trolling a bit. Transfusion is what I meant to put on. As you can see here, we get a kill skill. Look how fast our fire rate is. Like, there's just a bunch of enemies here. I just do this, and they're all slagged. And then I just killed them. Like, look at that. Look how fast I killed that ultimate badass. It took me like 1 second to slag him. And then I just pull out my... I swap to my other gun, you know, lightning fast. I just burst him down real quick. Like, it's absolutely no issue for Axton at all. You just quickly swap to your gun, slag him, and then burn him. I'm sad they never made an explosive bone in the Ancients. Yeah, I wonder why that is actually. Why didn't they make an explosive bone in the Ancients? So, you know, that enemy just got slagged. I didn't even have to look at him. He was already slagged for my turret. This guy as well, he was slagged, but it ran out. But you're gonna have to take my word on it. He was slagged. But you guys see that? I walked through the door. This guy barely came through. I swapped my slag gun. Whoa. I swapped my slag gun pretty much instantaneously. Flagged him real quick, and that just bursted him down. He's dead. All of that took like 1 second. Like, it took me longer to explain that than it did for me to do all of those actions to kill him. People genuinely just over exaggerate when it comes to having to slag stuff. And you know, I'm using Sledge's shotgun, which, you know, isn't the most insane gun in the game, right? It's a pretty good shotgun though, but you know, it's not as good as like the interfacer. So, you know, with like the Sledge's shotgun, I do have to slag things before shooting them, or else it's just gonna take a lot longer than I'd like to be able to kill them. And this is the shit I'm talking about. The door just doesn't open. Ah, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next area. If you're watching the video, I'm just gonna cut to it. If you're in the stream, you gotta watch me walk there. Axton is the worst fought hunter, in parentheses, says gamer. I beg your pardon. He's amazing. All bot hunters feel pretty balanced besides walking glitch at El Salvador. It's mainly the gun and enemy balancing that suffers. I mean, yeah, I actually, yeah. I mean, I hope you're not saying that I'm saying accent is bad. I'm only quoting other people when I say that sentence, but yeah, I agree. Accent isn't bad. He's really, really good. You know, yeah, he's not broken like Krieg. I'm out of money. Oh boy. He's not broken, not Krieg. Wait, not Krieg, not Krieg. He's not broken like Salvador, you know? But just because a character isn't just batshit broken and just unbalanced doesn't mean that they're bad. You know, Axton's a well-made character, and it's not his. You know, you can't call someone bad because they're well-made. You know, like his whole like all of his skill trees are like really synergistic with each other. Let's go to the rust yards. Yeah, let's go to the rust yards. Let's buy some ammo. All right, if you're in the video, I just cut back. I'm back. If you're in the stream, you're like, dude, this feels kind of fucking weird because he was never gone.
Hey, stand in front of it.
But you know, if you guys want to be there 24/7, no cuts, you gotta be in the stream. How about that? All right, so we're in the rust yards now. This is a pretty decently difficult area to run through. I'm kind of like struggling to show myself killing enemies who aren't slagged because like everything's just getting slagged. All right, you guys saw that, right? I just destroyed that guy without any slag at all. I just shot him in the head a couple times and he died. Definitely a big thing that people don't talk about. Like a big reason why everyone needs slag, or everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people feel like they need slag. It's because a lot of people don't shoot enemies in the head. They don't shoot them in their crit spots. Like a lot of people just spray and pray. They just shoot wherever they can, you know? And you're missing out on a lot of damage by not hitting critical hits. Like it's not even funny. You'd be so surprised how much more damage you'll deal if you just try to crit, you know, the enemies. All right, let's see. Whoa, I was gonna say let's see how long it takes my turrets to slag this guy, but it's pretty fast. Poke to you, Kyrie. Poke to you.
Now you be careful, honey.
Yeah, I definitely feel like for this video, it's not going to be super long, because I feel like to get my point across on slag is like doesn't really take that long, you know. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like I feel like I'm out of ammo. Once I get my idea out for that, it's kind of like at this point, if you still don't understand, I don't know what else to tell you, you know. Like, if you still don't understand why slag isn't an issue for Axton, then like what else can I say? You know, you're just a lost cause. I'm gonna finish out these couple of enemies and then move on to the next character. But just kind of to go over Axton again. Things that make slagging easy for him is his fast weapon swap speed, his insane fire rate, flag turrets, and having extra grenade capacity over other characters. I'd say those are the things that makes it easier for him to slag. And a bonus one also is that his turrets take aggro off of enemies. So a lot of the time you can shoot enemies who aren't even the least bit concerned with you and take them out really quickly while your turrets slag them. Or you can slag them while they're not looking at you and they're standing still. But anyways, that's Axton. On to the next character. And I think the next character is Maya, right? Is it Maya? It is Maya. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My Maya build is a little fucked right now, I believe. It is, so. And my Maya doesn't have Sanctuary. Oh wait, no, I can go to Claptrap's place, can I? No, I can't. I gotta go to the Southern Shelf. I gotta respect my character. Like, so like a long time ago, I was doing a thing back when I used to stream on Twitch. I was doing a thing for Maya where I like reset my Ultimate Bot Hunter mode, and I was just like playing through it and streaming it. And I kind of forgot about that. So like I forgot that like I don't have any of my missions or any of my areas on Maya. So it's a little bit scuffed. Dude, chat, actually, okay, you guys are getting secret insider information that nobody else is gonna get. Okay, so if you were here in the stream, you're just here, you just know. So I'm gonna be making a Maya video on SMGs. I'm not gonna say anything further. It's just gonna be a Maya video on SMGs. I don't know when. I don't think that's gonna be in the next video, but that's something coming up soon. But let me go ahead and switch my build around. I'm gonna run a really try hard Maya build. Like I'm really gonna showcase like how much you don't need a slag. Like, dude, Maya is just easy mode, honestly. This character is just easy mode. Let's put on the legendary siren for now. That might change. Okay, if you put 1 point into Blight Phoenix, then like any enemy that you run past, they're gonna get staggered. So like it's pretty good for just like random staggers on enemies. That's something that I feel a lot of people don't know. Take elated, of course, sustenance. Okay, so I want to make another video on the Grog Nozzle, okay? But I'm gonna say this very shortly here. This is probably gonna be in the video. So, but I'm gonna say this very shortly here. You don't need the Grog Nozzle on Maya because Maya already has the Grog Nozzle built in with life tap. If you get a kill on Maya, you have lifesteal just like the Grog Nozzle. So that's, and Maya doesn't have any weapon swap speed, so she swaps to the Grog really slowly. So life tap is a big reason. Life tap and sweet release are big reasons why you're just kind of dumb if you use the Grog Nozzle on Maya. I'm sorry. Okay, I don't want to put it that way. You're not dumb, right? But like it's dumb to use. It's not smart. Okay. I didn't mean to put points here, but I think it's okay. It's not smart to use the Grog Nozzle on Maya is what I was trying to say. I kind of wasted skill points in Fleet, but it's whatever. I would have liked to go for Quicken, but it's not really a big deal. Alright, and then I'm gonna put on let's put on the Blur Trickster. Why not? Like I said, I'm gonna go all out for this. So get the Pimpernel on, get the Twister. Let's get a. Do I not have a Butcher? Oh, I have a Fire Butcher. Let's get a Fire Butcher on, and Thunderball Fist. Why not? That's gonna hurt some people's eyes, but it's okay. It's okay. We don't care about your eyes around here. All right. Now we got to find out which area we're gonna go to. Where are we going? I don't have that many areas on Maya, so it probably is gonna be just kind of scuffed. I don't want to do Southpaw Steam and Power because I feel like it's gonna glitch out. It always glitches out for me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my accent or if it's like all my characters, but that shit glitches out for me like often. Oh, let's do Lynchwood. That'll be fun actually. All right, so We're doing Maya now.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Shit, dude. Okay. We're doing Maya now. Alright, we're on Maya. So the biggest things with Maya that makes her not need to slag anything. Or no, my bad. That makes her not have to worry about slag is Ruin and Scorn. Scorn is a slag ball. I'll just show you guys rather than tell you. When you press your melee button, you throw out this little slag ball, and it like attaches to enemies as it flies through the air, and it'll slag them. And it's on an 18-second cooldown. And then Ruin slags enemies when you phase lock them. And phase lock is on normally a 13-second cooldown, but I'm pretty sure it's quicker because I have a Bone of the Ancients on. So it's 50% quicker. So it's a pretty fast cooldown for phase lock. So you have a lot of uptime with slag on this character. And one more time in the inventory. You'll see here we don't have any slag guns equipped. No slag weapons. We do have a slag singularity. I don't really use that for slag. I use it more for crowd control, but it is gonna help a little bit with slagging stuff. So let's see how we do. Remember, no slag weapons at all. I'm never gonna swap to a slag gun at all here. Just straight up killing. I always tell people that Maya's the character you want to play if you just really hate slag that much and you just don't even want to think about it. Play Maya, because everything gets slagged just from you playing the game. Essentially, like it's not hard. It's not hard to slag stuff on this character. I want to give you guys a good example here. Okay, you see all these enemies grouped up? We're gonna phase lock the Bone Crusher, and look, they all get pulled in except for him. They all get pulled in and they all get slagged. And then we just kill them quickly. And then look at that, we have our action skill back already. Then we just do it again. Oh, I hope I didn't trigger the little Eevee glitch for improved cooldown rate. I'm pretty sure I didn't though. I'm fairly sure I didn't, because I don't even think I had it equipped really. If I did, I unequipped it instantly. You'll see here they're kind of grouped up. We phase lock them, they all get grouped up and they're all slagged. Then we just shoot them and they're dead. No issue at all. And then if we don't have phase lock up for whatever reason, we use Scorn, which also, as you can see, is slagged this enemy in front of me and it's slagged that guy over there that we weren't even looking at. He was pretty far away from that enemy. Okay, so phase lock, slagged. Another thing, they're slagged and they're also stationary, so you know, Maya takes care of a lot of the troubling things that people may experience in this game. Trickster build, my favorite for Maya. My internet's been pretty bad, but I'm trying to watch. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate you being here and watching, despite your internet. All right, so again, we don't have phase lock, right? We're gonna pretend that we don't have phase lock here. I just use Scorn. The two enemies that I need to worry about here, they're slime. So, you know, like normally, like, okay, I'm like trolling a little bit. I'm trolling a lot, but you know, I kill them, right? I try to kill them right now. And by the time I kill them, or while I'm trying to kill them, I'll have phase lock back. And then that's where my real damage comes out, my real slagging capabilities come out. And yeah, just take enemies out. No, the only time I swap guns is to just swap to an actual damage weapon. I never have to swap the slag. I never have to even throw my grenades for slag. You can run slag grenades if you want to go overboard, but it's not really necessary. See there, we phase lock, slag. Don't need to swap guns, we just keep shooting. Even after phase lock, he's still slag. We just kill him. I love Maya as a character, but one thing that definitely bothers me about her is that she doesn't have any weapon swap speed at all. So it can feel a little bit clunky to play her at times. Because if you want to swap guns, it's like really slow, you know? But, you know, she makes up for it with less. There's actually much less of a need to actually swap guns on her compared to other characters. Like, you really don't need to swap guns at all. That's really where she makes up for the lack of swap speed. And I think if Maya had weapon swap speed, she would be like, unironically, she would be 100% better if she had weapon swap speed, and she would hands down be the best mobbing character. She's already extremely good, but she would just be insane if she had weapon swap speed like pre-Eager accident. We're gonna take out these last few enemies here, and I think that'll be it for this area. I feel like I've done a pretty good job at showcasing everything. So again, to summarize, with Maya, he has two very easy ways to slag enemies, and both of her slagging capabilities, they're both crowd control. You know, they both can affect multiple enemies at once. You know, they're both on cooldowns, but they're not on long cooldowns. You know, you have enough uptime to just, you know, you should always have one or the other. You know, you should never phase lock an enemy and then scorn. That's terrible practice. You should only ever be using one of your abilities while the other one is cooling off. That's how I play Maya without slag guns. So yeah. For this character, I want to show my build because I feel like there's people who might want to see this build. So this is the build. I would take points. Yeah, actually, they really messed up the build. I would take points out of fleet and put them in kinetic reflection. Just something went wrong in my brain, and I just kind of forgot to do that. But kinetic reflection is a very, very good skill. So that's what I would do. You know, that's the only thing I would change in this build. Put these points in the kinetic reflection. All right, anyways, on to the next character, which is going to be Zero. Oh, we love Zero. Zero, have my babies. All right, so now we're on. Well, I'm probably not gonna. Am I gonna start the video? Haters Folly? We're gonna do Haters Folly? Yeah, okay, I want to show you guys something really just out there. I'm gonna use the saw bar on Zero. I've never, this is something I can say I have genuinely never ever seen someone use the saw bar on Zero. Maybe some man of low moral fiber may have had a video where he used the saw bar on Zero, maybe. But even then, that was like a testing video. That was for Does It Suck, you know? But I've never seen someone just unironically use the gun on this character. Where could I go to? Not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind going to the rust yards again. I think that'll be fun. I'm gonna do the rust yards again because I think the saw bar is also really good here, so it'll just be fun all around. There's no harm in doing the same area twice.
Thanks, for the scratch. Tell your friends. Marcus, munitions.
All right, so now we're on 0 in the rust yards again. Let's get this Pimpernel on. Fire Pimpernel instead of the corrosive one. Okay. All right, so yeah, we're doing the rust yards again because I also wanted to like double this. I wanted to like do a double and like use the saw bar as well, because like I've never seen anyone use the saw bar on 0, and the saw bar is like actually really strong on 0. So I thought it'd be kind of funny to show that off as well, while also showing that like you don't need to, you know, flag everything and the same shit I've been saying for the whole video. I don't think I need to say it again. Probably gonna cut that part out, but okay. Let's get into 0. So with 0, kind of forgot to mention with 0 has things that I've kind of been listing on like all the characters, like not all the characters, but like he has a lot of the attributes that you need for quick and easy and well slagging. He has fast hands for reload speed and weapon swap speed. Deathmark is basically slag. It's 80% extra damage, and you might say, oh well, only 80%, that's not that much. But it's 80% multiplicative. So after all of your other damage boost, you're basically taking that and you're multiplying it by 80%, which would be what, 0.8? I mean, no, not 0.8. Okay, I'm not, look, I can't math right now, okay? But the point is, it's multiplicative, so you're multiplying all your damage. You're not adding on to your damage, you're literally multiplying your total damage with Deathmark. So, like, funnily enough, like we were talking about with Krieg and Bloodbath, 0 has Deathmark, which is like his form of slag. You know, Deathmark is 0 slag. You can use Deathmark in place of slag in a lot of places. But yeah, you have those two. You have 2 Fang as well, which is basically a fire rate boost. Having a chance to double shot, that's, you know, essentially a fire rate boost. Double the pellets, double the slag chance, and yeah, then he just has a bunch of damage, which I don't need to show all the damage he has. But he has a ton of damage as well. So all of that leads to really not needing to slag enemies. Like we're gonna deathmark these guys. We're gonna see if they get slagged. They probably will not. This guy got slagged. We'll see how fast he dies. Pretty fast. This guy, well, we're using the saw bar and he's not deathmarked. Let's deathmark him, but not slag him. Oh wow, would you look at that? Whoa, did you guys see that? Did you look at that? I just meleeed him and deathmarked him, and I just destroyed him with no slag. Look at this guy. Okay, this one didn't go as well. But look at that. Look at that. I'm not even headshotting at this point. This guy, we're gonna slag him, and I'll use the saw bar. And yeah, we shredded through him. With 0, you know, it's definitely a smart idea to run a slag gun, like I'm running the Slagga. It's a smart idea to run a slag weapon on 0. But his kunais that you throw out that also give a deathmark debuff on the enemies, they also have slag. So if you throw all your kunais on one enemy, or you throw like, if you throw the majority of them on one enemy, they're gonna get slagged 9 times out of 10. So you don't even have to swap guns to slag. So that you know, that's another thing that 0 has. I'd say 0 has everything so far that I've listed from every other character so far. 0 has it. You know, Maya being able to slag enemies with her action skill. 0 can do that, you know, very easily. It's not multiple enemies, but you can slag a single enemy with his kunai. he has a massive damage boost that kind of acts like his his own slag in Deathmark. He has great weapon swap speed, so he's able to swap guns fast to slag. And great reload speed, so he's able to reload his slag weapon really fast to continue slagging, like Axton. Pretty much what every other character has, Zero has it. Like Zero is very, very good with slag and with not having the slag stuff. He's definitely the most well-rounded in that area, in my opinion. Obviously, other characters can slag enemies easier, but I apologize. Zero just has so many different... Zero just has so many different ways to slag, you know, and it's all just so smooth for him. He's just really, really well-rounded. And something a lot of people don't realize is that you can proc Deathmark just by meleeing an enemy. So you can melee an enemy and they'll be Deathmarked, and then you just kill them. You don't have to go on your action skill and throw kunais to Deathmark. You can just melee an enemy and they'll literally, all it takes is one melee strike and an enemy takes 80% extra damage from all sources. That's kind of crazy. That guy might have been slag. I don't think he was slag though. I really don't think that guy was slag. And you just saw I just one-shot him there out of deception. And I'm not playing perfect at all. You know, on any of these characters, I'm not playing perfect. And you know, but I'm still able to put in work. And for this guy, let's try not even Deathmark, you know. Still decent. We still took him out decently fast without having the Deathmark. You know, obviously, if you put everything onto your enemies, you Deathmark them, you slag them, and you're in deception, like they're just gonna melt, obviously. But yeah, there's not a huge need to like swap your slag weapon like all the time on Zero. You know, like he's very versatile in his gameplay. You don't have to just do the same thing for every single enemy and every encounter, which is why Zero's like one of my favorite characters in Borderlands 2. Well, he is my favorite character in Borderlands 2. But you know, maybe not in the whole series. That's something I might have to think on a little bit. Gamer says the beatdown next. For Gage, no, I don't want to do the beatdown. Cause if I do the beatdown on Gage, I'm gonna get beat down. So I feel like if I was gonna do the beatdown, I should have done it on like Krieg or Axton. Well, I could have done it on Zero, I guess, but I guess I should summarize, you know, Zero as well. So to summarize on Zero, he has pretty much everything that I've listed so far that other characters have. He also has to make him not need to slag enemies and to make him able to slag enemies a lot easier. He has pretty much everything. You know, he has a damage debuff. He has slag with his kunai, weapon swap speed, reload speed. He has insane damage that leads him to just not need to slag. And when he does need to slag, he can do it pretty easily. So that's Zero. Let's move on to the last character, which is Gage. Fucking hate Gage, man. I don't even want to play her right now. I have to. I have to. Do I even... Yeah, I don't even have the beatdown. my gauge. Cause I'm pretty sure I reset UVHM on here as well, or something like that, or like I played through it on here. I need to drink some water real quick. Jeez. Ah, okay. Oh, that was a lot of talking. Excuse me. Alright, so what am I gonna run on gauge? I'm telling you guys, like, I really don't like this character at all. I really don't. Okay, wait, why do I have this Jolly Roger on my gauge? I have an Assault Jolly Roger with the Jacob's grip. That's kind of weird. The Jolly Roger is kind of fun to use, but I don't want to use it right now. Yo, what's up, Void? How's it going, man? Do I have the Pimpernel equipped? I do. I have the Pimpernel, Conference Call, and the Twister. I guess I could just run that. I'll run the Butcher instead of the Conference Call. No, I'll run the Conference Call. No, I'll run the Conference Call, I guess. Doing good. How about me? Dude, I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain, but I will. I'm just kidding. Alright, so now we're on gauge. You know, if you've watched the videos on my channel, you already know that I don't like gauge very much. But, you know, let's go ahead and talk about slagging on gauge. Which, by the way, I would say, I'm just gonna say it right now. With gauge, the main argument for slag not being important on gauge is anarchy. If you have full stacks of anarchy, you're gonna have like a lot of gun damage. Like the most gun damage out of any other character in the game. So at that point, you just have so much damage that you don't need to slag anything. Everything's just gonna die, dude. Like, you don't need to swap guns or to slag. You don't need to do any of that. You just run around, you just kill everything. And it's just that easy. Gauge only has one skill that allows her to slag enemies. And that's interspersed outburst. Which basically stacks of it build up over time. When you get to 5 stacks, you can jump in the air and shoot an enemy. Oh no, you don't jump in the air. You just shoot an enemy, and when you shoot that enemy, it'll do slag damage, and it has a chance to slag them. The more stacks you have, the more of a chance for it to slag them. And also the more points in the skill, the more of a chance to slag. Now here's the thing with this skill. If you put it at 5 out of 5 and you get it to 5 stacks and you shoot an enemy with it, there's a chance that they just won't even get slagged. Like there's a decent chance they just won't get slagged. So it's not a 100% chance for things to get slagged with this skill. If it was 100%, it would maybe be a little bit better, but it's not, even at 5 stacks. So sure, like occasionally you're gonna see the occasional, you're gonna see the occasional enemy get slagged, you know, randomly without you having to do anything, but it's not gonna happen that often. It really isn't. Yeah, Void. Yeah, so I'm doing like a thing where like I'm trying to like, I mean, you've seen the videos I've been putting out, but I'm trying to basically do those videos but in live stream form. So it's like, it's different. I'm giving it a try. So this is definitely like a lot less me talking about random shit and more just me just talking about Borderlands. And I know you don't play Borderlands, so I don't blame you if you're just kind of like falling asleep. But okay. Yeah, that's really it for Gage actually. That really is it for Gage. She just has interspersed outburst and if you get enough stacks of anarchy, you don't have to care about slag. So for, you know, for somebody that just pre-stacks on gauge before they do anything, then you don't have to worry about slag at all. No, you're good. But if you play the game normally as it's intended to be played, like I'm about to do right now, you guys are gonna see how shitty you can feel playing gauge and having to worry about slag stuff. The reason why slag is just such an issue with gauge, it's because she doesn't have any skills that boost her damage besides anarchy. The anarchy is her only real damage skill. I just downed myself. So if you don't have a lot of anarchy stacks, you don't have any damage, which means you have to slag stuff a lot more. Like you see this enemy, I'm shooting at him, he's not slag. It took me a long time to kill him. And like sure, right? You can swap to a slag gun, right? Like okay, let's just say it, right? I'm just running in. I'm trying to kill enemies, right? I'm shooting this guy. Oh, he's dying kind of slow. Let me swap guns to slag him. Whoa, that took a long time. Look at this. That's like 1, 2. That's like 2 seconds you're spending just swapping guns. And you could be dead in that time, dude. You're trying to swap guns, you're just dead. Like, look how long it takes to swap guns. And then look how slow my fire rate is as well as I'm trying to shoot them. Of course, it gets faster when my magazine is lower, but yeah. So you know how we were saying for Zero that he has. We said that Zero pretty much has everything that the other character has that allows him to easily slag enemies, and to also not have to worry about slagging enemies very much. Well, for Gage, it's the opposite. He really has nothing. He has nothing that makes it easier to slag stuff, except for one skill that works occasionally. And she also doesn't have anything that makes her not need to slag anything, except for anarchy. But again, you're gonna have to wait for that anarchy to build up to a decent rate. So while you're waiting, you just have nothing. You could use the B shield, but then that's a whole another issue of being really squishy and not having any damage unless your shield is completely full. And you know, we could use slag grenades on Gage, which I guess I'll do. I think I have a slag grenade. I don't actually. I don't have any slag grenades on here except for slag singularity and slag transfusion. But yeah, you can run slag grenades on Gage, but she only has 10 grenades. You're gonna run out like decently quickly if that's your main source of slagging. 1 second. My phone just randomly closed the stream. That was weird. So yeah, I'd say definitely Gage is the one character where I would say that slag is like annoying for, because it really is annoying having to worry about slag on this character. He just has no reload speed and not really much of any fire rate. You know, it's not great. Like, see, I'm trying to swap here to slag the enemies. Not only did it take me a long time to swap to the slag weapon, but it also takes me a long time to actually slag anything, and I'm just dead. And sure, I could have a rocket launcher on, right? So I wouldn't have died there. I could have just had a rocket launcher equipped like a Nordfleet and just swap to that and shoot them. But I mean, Gage is the only character where I would say that for, you know? Any other character that I play, you don't need a Nordfleet for second wins. You can very easily just get a second win on that character. I mean, you can get second wins on Gage as well without a Nordfleet, but it's not always that easy, especially when you don't have much anarchy to begin with. So gauges section is going to be the shortest for sure, because it's really not hard to see why slag is an issue on here. And oh, I'll be honest, I just don't want to play her that much. Okay, I hate playing gauge. It's just not fun, man. I'm sorry, but this is the one character, like, I'd say gauge, the way that people talk about slag in Borderlands 2 and how it performs, that's kind of how they talk about, well, how can I put it in a good way? Let me I want to swap to another character too. I want to have like some gameplay while I'm talking about Gage. I don't want to sit there and stare at Gage's hands and stuff and hear her voice. That's just gonna ruin my mood, you know.
Keep you safe on travels. Don't die. I need your business.
Okay. Let's put on a Becca. Not gonna lie, I kind of lost where I was at with the whole slagging stuff. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, my bad. So yeah, slagging on Gage is like how everyone describes slag in general in this game. But like in reality, like it literally is just Gage is the only character who has a slag issue. No one else has a slag issue. It's just her. So if the way you play Gage is the way you'd have to play everyone in this game in relation to slag and stuff, then yeah, dude, I would hate slag too. You know, it would be the stupidest thing. But I'd say genuinely, I really have to give Gearbox props, because when they thought of UVHM, really when they thought about slag as an element when making this game, they gave characters, weapon swap speed, reload speed, fire rate, all this stuff. And then when UVHM came out, they were like, yeah, like we're just gonna base it more around slag, because guess what, like each character except for Gage has, you know, multiple I guess what's the word, all the characters have multiple ways to kind of circumvent needing the slag stuff, if that makes sense. Or no, all the characters have ways to make it easier to slag stuff, is what I'm trying to get at. And as you're getting to a higher level, you know, and you're getting more skill points, it gets easier and easier to slag enemies, and easier to not need to slag enemies as time goes on. The Gearbox did a really good job with UVHM, which that might sound crazy, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Some of the balancing stuff is just crazy, like the crazy health regen on enemies, you know, and damage over time effects as well. The fact that damage over time effects literally melt you, but they do nothing to enemies, it's really funny. But like overall, like at a base, they did well with UVHM, and they really did like put thought into making UVHM and into making it like a real challenge, where you actually have to like, you got to use everything that you can to make things work, you know? It's not just easy mode where you just walk around and one-shot everything. Oh, I think I actually die here. But hopefully, like, oh no, don't die, I died. I should have meleeed him to, he died anyways. Wow, I should have meleeed him to death mark him for more damage. But you know, hopefully me playing these 5 characters, you know, for anyone that did think that like, oh, like you need to slag everything, or you know, it's hard to slag stuff and slag is just so tedious to have to apply to enemies, like hopefully hopefully my gameplay throughout the 5 characters kind of showed that that's not the case. Jesus, I had to drink more water. My throat like is hurting right now. I don't think I've ever talked for that long before.
A fantastic day for capitalism.
Well, I mean, that's not true. I've talked for like freaking 8 hours before, but I don't know, man. My throat is just hurting after that.
No reason.
Not enough water, I guess. Honestly, I don't think I have like another topic to really talk about. And like trying out like the whole whatchamacallit, trying out the whole live streaming while also recording a video. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It does feel a little bit weird. So I put myself in a different mindset when like I know I'm recording a video. You know, like when I know like, okay, this is going on YouTube, you know, like I have a different mindset. But then I also have a different mindset when it comes to streaming as well. So like it's two different things, like two different worlds clashing with each other, I feel. So I don't know. This might be the only time that I do this. I might just reserve streaming to just gaming, you know, just general gaming and stuff. That's probably what I do. But I think I'm gonna call it here because I don't really have anything else to talk about. I think that's all I wanted to talk about was just the slag stuff. Like that's what was on my mind right now. And even with that topic, I might do an in-depth video on like I guess 4 of the Vault Hunters. I don't really want to talk about Cage. I don't think I need to talk about Sal. But like on 4 of the Vault Hunters, on like slag and stuff, and like maybe that'll just be a different video. Like I think I want to do a video where I just talk about like how to play characters that are in the game. And when I say how to play them, I don't mean like how to build them specifically, but just like how to actually like play the video game, you know, how to position yourself and whatnot, what you should be looking out for and thinking to do or whatever. I know I'm saying all this stuff for just like, you know, Borderlands, you know, it's supposed to be like, you know, I guess chill game, blah blah whatever. But I don't know, like that's like I feel like a lot of people like don't really like, yeah, like people look at Borderlands as like a turn your brain off and play a game, you know, like you just don't really think at all. But I don't know, I try to think a lot and like, you know, I try to like have a certain thought process when I'm doing stuff in this game. Maybe it makes it more fun for me, for sure. I just down myself looking at chat while throwing a grenade out. Okay, yeah, I think that's gonna be it though. I think that's fine. That's gonna be it. Dude, I don't know who this Austin Beach 21 guy is. Who is this guy? I don't know who that guy is. Maybe I don't. I have no idea. Do I just join his game? Do I just randomly join his game and see what's going on? All right. I want to say, for anyone that joined the stream, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Whatever, watching, chatting, all that good stuff. I'll try to be live again soon. I don't know if it's gonna be Borderlands though, because I don't know if I've really been saying it in the videos that much, but like I don't want to just do Borderlands 2, which is another video I actually want to, like, that's something I want to talk about in a video, like in a future video, maybe the next one. Just like why I'm kind of like scared to even like I love Borderlands, I really do. Like just all around, I love Borderlands. But Borderlands has been in a bad spot since Borderlands 3 came out, and I haven't liked the direction this series has been going since Borderlands 3. So for me, it's really scary. Like it's really awesome. It's really cool that there's people that like, you know, like there's people that are still watching Borderlands to this day, and they're still like they actually enjoy my videos. Like that's awesome. I'm happy about that, but like it's also like scary because like I don't want to be a Borderlands content creator, because this is not a series that I want to be stuck to. I don't want to be stuck making videos on Borderlands 3 and you know, and then, you know, God forbid Borderlands 4 comes out and that game is even worse than Borderlands 3 and Wonderlands. I don't want to be stuck making content on a game that I don't like and I don't enjoy and I don't care about. So yeah, I'm definitely looking to branch out and talk about different things. I just want to do it right. But, you know, in the meantime, like I still have a lot of Borderlands stuff to talk about. That's why I'm just making these videos, because they're videos I've wanted to make for a long time. Now's the time to make them, you know, now's the time to get them out there. But yeah, definitely want to talk about their stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, chatting, whatever. Appreciate you guys. I don't know when I'll be live again, but expect a video out soon, like the next few days. Yeah, peace out, guys.